What's going on, you guys? Josh here, also known as Harry Tornado. This past weekend on eBay, I sold 22 items for a total gross sales amount of $771.69. So today, I've got to get all those orders pulled, packed, and shipped out. Let's get to work. All right, guys, so here we are in my eBay storage area. It's not as crowded as it was a couple days ago. I did get some cleaning done this past weekend, but it's still a little unorganized, I guess, but we can always work on that later. The very first thing we got going out from this weekend is this Nike putter. I found this at the bins last week, Nike Tiger Woods putter, but it is a kid's putter. I mean, you can see how short this is. This is 24 inches long total. A bunch of people passed this up at the bins because they thought kids' golf clubs were not worth anything, but I knew better. This was listed for 2 days and sold for $30 free shipping. It'll probably cost about $7 or $8 to ship that out. Probably paid less than $1 for it. Next up is this PS3 box. This is just an empty box. It does have the manuals in there. I got this in my video game buyout I did a couple weeks ago. I think I have like 6 or 7 empty video game boxes that I got in that lot, and this one sold for $24 free shipping. I don't remember putting free shipping on this, but it had it for some reason, and it's going to Florida. It's probably going to cost like $10 to ship out. The way I ship these, I guess ideally you'd want to put it in a box, but with something this big, it's just adding any extra dimensions at all can really up the shipping charge. So what I do is I just wrap it in like 3 layers of bubble wrap across the top and across the side, and then I wrap the whole thing in brown packing paper. I've shipped 3 like that so far, and I got positive feedback on all 3 of those. So that's what I do. Again, 24 bucks free shipping, probably costs about $10 to ship out, so maybe profiting like $12 or so. Next up is this Babolat, I think that's how you pronounce it, tennis racket. I can get it off this hook up here. I got this at Goodwill a couple months ago. It's been listed for about 2 months. I did get some lowball offers of like 30, 35, 40 bucks, but I held out because I knew what it was worth. I think I paid $3.92 for this, but it sold for $55 plus shipping. The buyer was all in like $74, I think. So really good flip there. Next item is in my indoor storage area. This is an REI jacket. I think that's the one. Yeah. I got this at Goodwill, I guess like 4 months ago, before all the COVID stuff happened, and I paid $6.50 for this, and it sold to a viewer, actually. The viewer's name was Charles Wade, so Charles, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and this sold for $49 free shipping, and I might be able to put it in a padded flat rate envelope. I don't want to squish it up too much, so we'll see, but it'll probably cost between $8 and $10 to ship out. This next item is in the G bin over here, and it is this power adapter that I picked up at the Goodwill bins last week. This is to a sleep apnea machine. Now, sleep apnea machines are worth a lot of money, but you cannot sell them on eBay or Mercari or anything like that because they are like a prescription, I guess. But I was like, I'll just take the power cord out of it because I didn't even know if it worked anyway. It was like a bunch of pieces at the bins. So I just took the power cord and I assumed I could sell it, and it sold. It was only listed for about 2 days, and it sold for $44.99 free shipping. This will probably fit in a padded flat rate envelope. It's over a pound because this power brick is kind of heavy. So it'll cost like $7.40 or whatever to ship that out. So really good flip there. Got it at the bin, so probably paid maybe like $1.50 for it or something like that. So pretty good profit. Next up is this chrome Gravedigger RC model body thing. I got this at the bins. It didn't have a remote to it, and it did not work. At least I couldn't tell if it worked because it didn't turn on, but it had the wheels and, you know, all the undercarriage stuff in there, and it also had a New Bright battery in there. I think it's in here actually. Yeah, this one. This was inside the Gravedigger. So this is currently listed for like 20 bucks. It does hold a charge, so it should work just fine. And then this, just the body, after I took the wheels and undercarriage and stuff off, this one sold for $45 plus shipping. And I know some of you may be wondering why people spend so much money just on a RC body like this, but there are people out there that are enthusiasts that make like gas-powered, you know, RC cars, and when they do that, they go really fast and flip and stuff, so they break these bodies all the time. So there's always people on eBay looking for replacement bodies for their fancy RC model cars. You know, they'll spend $500 or $600 on a complete setup. So spending $40 something plus shipping on a new body for a $500 or $600 setup is not really expensive to them at all. So if you ever see these big models like this at the bins, or I think this is 18 inches long. I think this is a 1/8 model, maybe. I could be wrong. But if you ever see these, just take the wheels off. It's really easy. It's just need a screwdriver and sell this as is. Again, this sold for $45 plus shipping. Next up is this Sonicare toothbrush. I haven't even put it in a bin yet. I got this at Goodwill maybe 2 months ago. I picked it up in a video the same day I got that Norelco shaver in the glass case. This was $24.92, I think, or $24.97 at Goodwill. I paid up for it. I thought I could about double my money on it. It sat for a while, and I repriced it this weekend at $55 free shipping, and it sold within about 2 hours. I think it was originally listed for $65 free shipping. I just got tired of holding on to it, so I dropped the price a little bit, and it sold very quickly. So I didn't quite double my money on this. It's kind of heavy. It'll probably cost, let's see where it's going. It's going to Texas, so it'll probably cost like, you know, maybe $10 to $12, somewhere around there. So still making a pretty decent ROI, but not quite doubling my money. Next item should be in my indoor storage area. Again, this is a Las Vegas sweater. I've had this thing listed forever, man. It's way back here. At least I hope. Yeah, there it is. It's a Las Vegas sweater. This was one of the very first things I ever bought to flip, like when I first started. I really think this has been listed on eBay over a year. It's got a little tag on there. And I never had any interest in it. I thought it was really cool. I think it's made in USA, H.L. Miller. I thought it was a cool sweater. I thought it would sell very quickly, but it didn't. But this past weekend, I got an offer of $12 plus shipping on this, and I accepted it as soon as I got it, because I think I got this at the bin, so I probably paid about $1 or something for it. So really happy to be moving this out. Oh, also, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this, but our kitchen flooded this past Monday, exactly a week ago, and they had to come and tear up all of our floors. So now our kitchen looks absolutely awful, but we didn't have to take up anything in the living room or the office here, so it's just the kitchen. And thankfully we have insurance, so we just got to pay our deductible and get new flooring. We had to redo some sheetrock and insulation as well. So it's been stressful and it's been ugly, but it could always be worse. Next up is this Sonic 3D Blast for the Sega Genesis. This is part of my video game lot, and this sold for $10 free shipping. Not very much there, obviously, but again, this was just included. I've already made a profit of about $1,800 on that video game lot, and I've only sold maybe 60% of what I actually purchased. So paid $1,000. I've made $2,800 and something so far. So after you back out the original investment, I've already profited $1,800. So definitely a great buy. I'm happy to be, selling this stuff day in and day out. But there obviously, when you buy a lot like that, there's going to be these small sales like this, which is totally fun. So another game in here that's sold, little Game Boy Advance game, Kingdom Hearts. I think this is it. Yeah. Game Boy Advance Kingdom Hearts. Again, another small sale. This one sold for $12, free shipping. All right, so if you can't tell, I'm very sweaty because I've been looking for this next order for like 30 minutes now, and I think I know what happened to it. So this is a Skull Guard hard hat. I got this at Goodwill for like $3.94. You can see it sold for $75, free shipping. Now the issue with this was that this hat sold last week to a buyer. The buyer never paid, but it was like on I think last Monday or something like that when I had a bunch of orders, and I went ahead and packed it up anyway because I just saw that it sold. I packed it up, and then as I was printing out my labels, I realized I didn't have a label for that box, and then I went to check, and it was because that buyer never paid. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I left the hat in that box in my office and just shipped out everything else. But I think at some point during last week, it might have been in my live stream last week when the mail truck came up and I thought I was going to miss the mail. I think I grabbed that box with the hat in it along with all my other orders going out that day, and I just gave it to the mail guy. So I'm pretty sure I gave him a box with no label on it with that hard hat in it because it's not in my office. It's not out here anywhere. So I have no idea what to do. I guess I'll just ask my mail lady today what she thinks I should do. I mean, they just have a box with no label on it. So I don't know. I just have no idea. This was a terrible mistake on a $75 item. Next up is this N64 copy of Pokemon Stadium. Pretty good condition, a little rougher on the edges, but it does work. And this sold for $29, free shipping, and it'll probably cost like $4 to ship out. I sold one of my I Am Not a Morning Worm coffee mugs that I do print on demand. This sold to a viewer named, the buyer information just says Linkman's Finds. So Linkman's Finds, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. This sold for $14 plus shipping. Next up is another game. We're looking for Kingdom Hearts 1.5 for the PS3. I think that's what it is. Is this it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, this sold for $12. I think free shipping. Yeah, $12 free shipping. I got this in the video game bundle, so you know, pennies into it. Again, just a small sale when you're dealing with a large lot like that. Another game. This is for the Nintendo DS or something. It's Ever Oasis. Where did this thing go, man? Oh, is it? Yeah. Ever Oasis for the Nintendo 3DS. Again, part of the video game bundle. Sold for $20, free shipping. Another video game bundle sale. This is an original Xbox controller in like the green Halo color. And this sold for $25, free shipping. It probably cost about $5 to ship out. This next item is P16, which of course is behind this dumb sign. It's always in my way. Golly, man. P16. It's a pair of jeans, like cut-off jean shorts. Yeah, P16. They are Rockin' Republic. I picked these up at the bins. I don't really buy jeans anywhere but the bins, just because they're not usually worth it for me. So probably paid like, you know, $1.50 or so for these, and these sold for $12 plus shipping, I believe. Yeah, $12 plus shipping. Not too bad. They've been listed for forever. That's why I don't really buy jeans very much. This next item is a catcher's mitt. I think it's this one right here on top in the E-bin. It's the Mizuno. What model does that say? It's supposed to be GXC105. Yeah, that's what this is. I got this at Goodwill, I believe. It was like $3.92, and this sold for $28 plus shipping, and this is going all the way to Puerto Rico. So pretty cool sale there. Another video game sale. We're looking for Super Monkey Ball. I think this is a Super Monkey Ball Adventure. Is that right? Nintendo GameCube? No, it's Super Monkey Ball 2. We're not going to make another mistake today. Super Monkey Ball 2. There we go. This one sold for $38 free shipping. It'll probably cost about $4 to ship out. Again, this was part of the video game bundle. Another video game. This is I think this one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for PS2. Sold for $12 plus shipping. This one actually sold to a viewer named Jonathan. So Jonathan, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Next item is a loose disc video game. I think it's over here. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I picked this up. It's for the Wii U. Picked this up in a Facebook Marketplace pickup. I got a Wii U system with like, I don't know, 15 games, a bunch of controllers and stuff for $160. And this sold for $12 with free shipping, so not a great sale, but again, when you're buying stuff in a bundle, it's okay to have these smaller sales. And last but not least is this pair of Johnson & Murphy men's boots. These have been listed for probably 8 or 9 months. A lot of you guys say Johnson & Murphy is really good. I've had some luck with it in the very beginning, but now it just sits in my store for months and months and months. I only paid $8.50 for these, and I received an offer this weekend of $27.50, and I did go ahead and accept that. They sold for $27.50 plus shipping, so making a little bit of profit, but I thought these were going to sell for like $75, you know, when I first got them. I think that's what they originally listed as, and I just couldn't get any bites, no interest at all. So I don't know if Johnson Murphy is going to just continue to go down in value or what, but I don't really pick them up unless they are very modern and in excellent condition. So we got all the orders packed up and ready to go, and I did get 2 fan mail packages last week that I've already opened up. I got this cool Date Mic Funko Pop from our friend Josh over at Flips Finds Funds on YouTube. I'll link his channel in the description of this video. Josh, thank you so much for this. I love The Office, and I have a huge collection. Not really huge, but a pretty decent collection. I've got the little Pez dispensers from The Office and Prison Mike and Dwight Schrute. So now I have Date Mic to add to it. So thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. I also got this box just filled with all sorts of stuff. And this is from T-Bird Boutique. I don't know if you can see that or not, but T-Bird, T-B-Y-R-D Boutique. Miss Teresa, thank you so much. And she sent me just a whole box of manly items. And I was so excited when I opened this because right on top was a set of faucet like fluid connectors for like washer and dryer, or a washer machine, I think. And I've actually needed these. I've actually, like, we have like the plastic ones, like the black, whatever that stuff is called. It's just not very safe. The braided steel ones are much, much better. So I'm actually going to keep these and use them as long as they fit. And she sent me a bunch of good stuff. This is some Italian leather products. I don't know what that, gloves maybe? We'll see what that is. A car mount for your cell phone. Some really big carabiner clips. This little electrical plug thing for a dryer or washer or whatever. And a set of whatever these are. It's funny that she said manly items because a lot of this stuff I have no idea what it's used for. So Miss Teresa, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. I'll probably sell some of this stuff. Most of it at least, but I am going to keep this and use for my washing machine. So I called my local post office a couple minutes ago to see if they had picked up my package, and I actually talked to the temporary driver that I'm 99% sure picked it up, and he was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't remember that. I'm like, how often do you get boxes that you pick up that don't have labels on there? That seems like something you would remember. He didn't remember anything, and then the postmaster lady, or whoever she was, the manager, said that any packages they get without labels, they send them to Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know why. That was literally last week. Why wouldn't you just hold on to it for like a week just to see if somebody picks it up? And I was like, do you have any contact information for that place in Atlanta, Georgia? And the only information she had was a P.O. box. Like, it's Atlanta Mail Recovery Center, U.S. Postal Service, P.O. Box 44161, Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm like, do you have a phone number or a person I can contact? She's like, nope, that's all we have. I'm like, so I guess I'm just supposed to write them a letter and ask if they have my package? Like, what? I just think that's complete BS. Like, I'm kind of, yeah, it's my fault. But also, if the temporary driver would have scanned the packages when they got on his truck, like he's supposed to do, he would have seen right then and there that it was missing a label, and he would have, you know, flagged me down. That's happened twice before, usually on a big Monday when I'm putting stuff out, or a big day when I'm putting stuff out. The regular Miss Leslie, my regular mail carrier, picks up. She'll like knock on the door like, hey, this one didn't have a label. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. She'll give it back to me. I'll fix it and send it out the next day. But this guy never scans in packages. The only reason I gave it to him is because I didn't know he was going to be picking up that day. Miss Leslie went on vacation last week, and he was covering for her. So it's frustrating. Again, it's my fault. It's a mistake on my part. But if he did his job appropriately, we wouldn't be facing this issue, you know. So I'm probably going to go ahead and just cancel the order for the current buyer because I have no idea where the helmet is, and I seriously doubt I'll ever find it. So just make sure that when you drop off your packages, whether it's at the post office or you do a porch pickup, just make sure you have a shipping label on there. So I'm on the way to the post office. I'm going to drop off all this stuff, and then I'm probably going to head to a couple of thrift stores. I got my GoPro with me, obviously, and a little backpack clip, so we'll see what we can find. So I'm at the post office here in 5 Points, Columbia, South Carolina. Best post office in the world, hands down. So I'm going to take all my packages in here and get them scanned in, but I'm also going to ask Miss Leslie or Frederick, whoever's working in today, about that lost package, because I don't believe that there's not a number I can call to find that lost package. So we'll see what they say. Oh, y'all look safe. All right, so I've got some more to scan in, but last week my mail carrier picked up some from my house, and I accidentally gave him a box without a shipping label on it. And I called my post office today and talked to him, and of course he said he doesn't remember it. I'm like, how often do you pick up packages? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on his route that he picks up anything from, but much less something without a label. So I talked to No, there's nothing. It was just a blank cardboard box.
But no, see, most carriers.
He's supposed to scan them. My lady, it's happened twice. She's found one. She's like, oh, no label. She gives it back to me. But he never scans them when he puts them on the truck. So he didn't remember it. And then I talked to his manager, and she says it was probably sent to Dead Mail in Atlanta, Georgia. And all she...
You gotta call. She called the number to the plant.
She didn't say. She said it's probably in Atlanta, and all she gave me was a post office box. No phone number. I'm like, so I'm supposed to send them a letter in the mail and ask if they got my package?
Okay, that's what's gonna go first.
Okay.
You can't go in there, but you can call and ask for lost and found.
Lost and found. Okay.
Yeah. We call it Nixie, but it's lost and found.
Okay.
It's in the plant off Interstate 77 in West Columbia. That's where it goes first.
Okay.
And then it gets shipped out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, it immediately goes to all the way to Atlanta? She's like, yep, that's where it goes. I'm like, I don't think you know what you're talking about. Okay, this is a FedEx when I brought it in, but I got a whole other bag. But
Okay, I'll hold this.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So I don't need the receipt. That's fine. Thank you. As I suspected, Miss Leslie over here at the 5 Points branch in Columbia, South Carolina is way more helpful than anybody I can talk to on the phone. The lady earlier, again, only gave me the P.O. box. She said there was no number, and Miss Leslie not only told me that the package would not go directly to Atlanta, which is directly opposite of what the first lady told me, but she also gave me a phone number to call at the, I think she said Lost and Found office, which she said that's where it would go before it goes to Atlanta, which is in Columbia rather than Atlanta. So I'm gonna call this number and see what I can find out. I'll keep you guys posted. All right, so I called that number and it just rang and said the mailbox was full. So I think she gave me like the number of maybe like an actual person there, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna keep calling back later. But right now I'm at this little Salvation Army here, and we're gonna go in here and see what we can find. So I'm having to put a voiceover and music on top of this footage because the music inside the store was super loud today. So please bear with me. Picked up this pair of Asics shoes. They were in basically brand new condition. They were just missing the laces. I think these were $5.99. Got this pair of Saucony shoes right next to them that were also basically brand new, just missing one of the laces. I think those were $5.99 as well. Picked up these New Balance shoes that were slightly more used but still in good condition. Those were $6.99, and this other pair of Sauconys were $6.99 as well. And they were also missing the laces. I don't know what the deal was, but all of these shoes should sell between $20 and $25 plus shipping. And then this last pair of Asics was also missing laces, but again, in basically brand new condition. I found this hat and it was in very good condition, still had the tag on it, but I did not recognize this logo. All-Star looked like maybe a Canadian team or something maybe. The price on this was $30, the original retail, but it was only $1 at this Salvation Army, so I went ahead and picked that up. I found this Xbox One game, The Elder Scrolls Online, and I did not look up sold comps. I left my phone in the car, but it was in really good condition and still had the booklet and everything. It was only $1.99, so I decided to take a chance on this and pick it up. Picked up this pair of men's Adidas Adipower Boost golf shoes. They were really dirty, covered in dirt all over, but that's super easy to clean. Those should sell for about $30 plus shipping, and they were only $5.99. I also found this pair of Brooks, I think these were Glycerin 17 men's running shoes. These were only $6.99. Great colorway, great size, really great condition, no wear on the heel or the soles. Definitely picked those up. Then I found this pair of Nike Hyperdunk 2015s. They were in great condition. They're not worth a ton of money, maybe $30 to $40 plus shipping, but again, they were in great condition, and these were only $6.99. Definitely went ahead and picked those up. Then the last pair of shoes I picked up today is this pair of Under Armour soccer cleats. They were in pretty good condition. Under Armour isn't a great brand, but these should sell for $20 to $25 plus shipping, and these were only $5.99.
Yes, Miss Liddy.
Can I take this from you? Is it $100?
Yeah.
Take
Pick
it.
them up. Some of them are like 100 and something. The whole.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go put it up at the front counter.
How much was that, man?
$100.
Cool. Good amount, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't even look at it. I just grabbed it.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
My wife's gonna kill me.
Of course she is. She wouldn't be doing her job if she didn't.
That's right.
We're your witness.
Yeah. It was just a good deal. I couldn't say no. All right, folks. That was a haul. Got all those shoes. I mean, everything I showed you in the video, and the deer for $165 altogether. I have no idea what the deer is worth, but when she pulled it out and I saw it was only $100, how do you say no to that? A $100 deer? I'm sure it's worth more than $100. Doesn't it cost like $1,000 to get it mounted? So we'll see. We got some research to do. All right, so I just got home. The deer head is out in the driveway and Mose is right here. I want to see what his reaction is when I bring it inside. So I'm gonna set the camera down here. Somehow, I think you'll be able to, yeah, I think you'll be able to see him. All right, I'm gonna go get the deer head, Mose. You stay here. You like it? Come here. Come here. Come here, Mose. Come here. Mose. It's just a little deer head. It's okay. He is terrified. He does not like this deer at all. So the Salvation Army trip today was actually pretty good. I didn't go to any other thrift stores just because we bought so much at that one location. I got, I don't know, like 8 or 10 pairs of shoes. I lost track of shoes for sure. And I did take a chance on 3 things at the store. 2 of them are right here, the Elder Scrolls Xbox One game and this Arm & Hammer vacuum filter. I left my phone in the car and I didn't want to go back for it once I had all the shoes in my hand. So I bought this stuff without scanning it on eBay. Sold comps on this was $1.99. Sold comps on this are like $9 to $12 free shipping. So not gonna lose money, but not gonna make any money, really, maybe $2 or something. This was a complete bust. Sold comp, this was $1.99 as well. And sold comps on this game are like $4.99 free shipping. I don't even know why people are bothering selling it, you know? So I'm probably just gonna toss that. Salvation Army does not take returns, which brings me to my next, I guess, fail for the day. I don't know, it's still fun, I guess. I got the deer head, it was $100, $99.99, whatever, no tax. But I looked up the laws in South Carolina about selling taxidermy deer heads, and you cannot legally sell them in South Carolina. eBay, you can. I'm looked up sold comps of shoulder-mounted, whitetail deer heads on eBay, and they're selling for $200, $300, $400, depending on the points and the quality of the taxidermy. So I'm thinking I might, next time I take a trip to Georgia or Tennessee or something, I might take it up there with me and try to sell it there. But until that time comes, it's probably just going to sit on the wall up there where my wife can't really see it, in the garage, not in the living room, and just wait. So I jumped the gun on this because I thought it was a good deal. I thought I could sell it locally for $200 or $300 pretty easily. And I didn't want anybody else to buy it. And that's part of reselling. Sometimes if you have an opportunity to buy something, you don't have time to look up sold comps, especially if there's competition all around you. So I jumped the gun, pulled the trigger, bought that, $100, and it was a bust, kind of, because I can't sell it. So anyway, I'm gonna get to listing. I got a ton of stuff to list. I really appreciate you guys watching this video today. Thank you so much for your time. You're the best, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.